Something that's new in V-Ray 6 is the capability to read Enscape materials, lights, and compatible 3D models. This powerful new function significantly improves the collaboration between design teams working on early and later stages of a visualization project. Enscape's renowned real-time engine is the perfect tool for design development, as it gives you instant high-quality feedback that is much needed for rapid experimentation. Previously, when it came down to switching from Enscape to V-Ray, you had to replace every single material and object with a V-Ray one, which is a very time-consuming job. But this no longer is the case, thanks to the new bridge between V-Ray and Enscape. All Enscape materials, lights, and compatible assets can be read from V-Ray, and you will automatically get a representation of your scene in the V-Ray frame buffer. Naturally, knowing that we can slash our scene setup time significantly, we opened our project with Enscape and started exploring it in real time immediately. We used Enscape as an early design tool, allowing us to iterate faster to the different scenarios. So what we did first was to use the scatter tool and spread different types of vegetation in our exterior. We weren't exactly sure what type of materials we wanted for our house, but thanks to the real-time feedback, we could go through some drastic changes until we find the right combination. When we felt comfortable with the exterior environment, we wanted to continue refining the visualization by adding more complex materials and geometry from the V-Ray 3D content library, Chaos Cosmos. By doing that, we can take advantage of V-Ray's photorealistic capabilities. Note that we use this workflow for this project, but it's not required to have a set Enscape scene in order to render with V-Ray. To demonstrate the compatibility, we'll start an interactive render and Enscape at the same time. Let's start an interactive render mode from here. You can see that V-Ray will render the Enscape assets, materials, and lights. Right now, everything in our scene has a proper material, except for the terrain. So let's open the Enscape material editor and add one from there. We'll select the white material and replace it with the sand material from the Enscape library. You can see that both Enscape and the V-Ray frame buffer updated the new material. But in order to get even more realistic materials, we'll change the Enscape materials with V-Ray ones. We can do that with just a click of a button. Keep in mind that once you promote an Enscape material to a V-Ray material, you will lose the link with Enscape. That means that V-Ray materials are not yet supported by Enscape. Now we can add additional detail and corrections to our textures. You can probably notice that we have removed the material library from the asset editor, transferring all the materials inside of the Chaos Cosmos. We did that for a better user experience. This way, all of the materials can be in one place, allowing you to easily search for the perfect material. In the Chaos Cosmos library, you can find hundreds of high-quality materials, from bricks to concrete, fabrics, and many more. Right now, we're interested in the ground material. To import the material you have downloaded, simply click here and it will be added to your Material tab inside of the Asset Editor. There, you can use the tag option to properly organize your materials based on specific categories. For example, I have downloaded concrete and wood materials, and I will add a tag house, because I will use them to shade my house. Another thing I would like to do is to replace the Enscape palm trees with more detailed ones from the Chaos Cosmos. So let's pick a tree and import it. To replace the Enscape models, let's first select them. In the Components menu, we'll search for the Chaos Cosmos palm tree. When you right-click the component, there will be an option to replace selected. Then just give it some time and each one of the Enscape trees will be replaced.